Hi guys, it is Elisa, or the Diamond Stitcher, as I go by on social media. Hello, good morning, or good afternoon, or whatever time of day it is for you. I hope you're having a wonderful one. If you're new to my channel, first off, welcome. I'm happy you found me. I hope you would consider subscribing and stick around for all things diamond painting. And if you are returning, thank you so much for your continued support. It is Tuesday, January 14th, and I have an Oraloa new release roundup. Now, the images that I'm talking about today have already gone live yesterday, January 13th. That's why it says the date down there. So they are already available for sale. Without further ado, let's take a look at what Oraloa released this week. Here we are on the business page of Oraloa on Facebook. So again, you just have to search Oraloa, look for the profile picture, and it just says Oraloa here. Here is the cover photo for now. Let's scroll down and see how many they did release. That was yesterday, January 12th, January 12th, 12. I can't remember what was the first one. I think that was the 9th. Let's just double check. Yeah. Okay, so the first one that they shared with us that released is this image here. So let's take a read and see what it says. Dive into the enchanting world of Fee Papillion by Alicia Paston. Measuring 38.4 by 50 centimeters or 15.12 by 19.69 inches and available in both square and round versions. This kit offers an unforgettable artistic experience. So let's take a look. Here is that original artwork there. Lots of beautiful colors. I love all of the butterflies in there. Let's look at this one now. Let me see. Oops, I always push the wrong button. This one, I can't really tell. This one's probably square. Yeah, I think this one's the square one, and then the first one was the round one. And just because you can see very subtle differences. Square looks a little tiny bit more detailed because there's more space for those diamonds to be. So I'm going to say this one is the square. I really wish Oraloa would write on these renderings just so everybody would know. When you go to their website, it will say, so you can rest assured before you purchase, you'll be able to tell which rendering is which. But it would be nice if they post these sneak peeks, if they just add square or round on these renderings as well. But here you go. So it does have a softer rendering, which means it was likely computer charted with some hand touch-ups. I don't know how many hand touch-ups there are because these butterflies in the background look very soft, meaning, sorry, that they're likely computer rendered. This one looks like maybe it had some hand touch-ups. But yeah, just looking at the colors and the blending, I think it's probably mostly computer charted. If I had to guess, I could be wrong. They could do hand charting and just softer lines. That could be what they are doing here. But yeah, usually with hand charting, you see a lot crisper lines. But again, you can do soft renderings without crisp lines as hand charting as well. It's just the look lends me to believe that there is majority computer charting in here. But yeah, if you look in the hair and stuff, it does look like they probably updated that because it looks like you've got lots of line blocking in there. This is probably computer charted up there if I had to guess, and then these guys as well. But there is that image, very pretty. I would probably venture with this one, which I think is a square, if I was going to get this image. Next up, we've got a beautiful Hannah Lynn here. Discover the magic of waiting for Peter Pan, a mesmerizing artwork by Hannah Lynn, measuring 65.3 by 88 centimeters or 25.71 by 34.65 inches. It's also available in both square and round. Sorry. This kit takes you to a starlit night where the wait for adventure becomes enchanting. Here is her original artwork there. Beautiful. Let's look at the rendering. I think they did a great job. You can see a lot of hand charting in this. Her skin tone does look like it is blended nicely. You can see lots of areas of line blocking. I won't call it color blocking because it's not really large blocks of the same color, but like in the houses, you've got color blocking. And some of her dress, you have it as well. I think they did a really good job, and that's looking at the blankets. You can really tell all of that detail has been meticulously charted. If it was computer charted, it would be muddled, and you wouldn't be able to see like all of these circles as they are supposed to be. Now, I know a few people talked about Peter Pan up in the sky, how he kind of, they wish he looked more like Peter Pan, but you have to remember that they are the goal of diamond painting is to make the artwork look as close to the original as possible. And look at Peter Pan in her original artwork, and I think that that matches perfectly. If we go back, it's exactly the exact same image. So I think they followed the artwork amazingly. And because it is so far out there, you can't really get the detail of his head, you know, so it actually looks like Peter Pan. But as far as did they follow the original artwork, I think they did. Let's see, this one is probably the round. Let's see, that one is a little more defined. Yeah, I think this one is the round. Again, oh yeah, it is the round, because I can tell looking at these little dots in the blankets, they're they're circles there, but when we go to the round, not all of them turn out to be circles, and that's because those round diamonds are bigger and the size of the finished diamond painting is the same. So there's less area for that detail. So yeah, this one is the round, but I don't think you would be disappointed if you got a round in this one. I personally would probably get the round. There's not much difference. In general, it looks pretty good. It's just some of these circles get lost in here, but aside from that, I think all of the details look really good. You also actually, I'm looking at this bunny here. You can see his two eyes. In the round one, you lose that second eye. So I might alter that so that you can see a second eye there. I think that was just missed in the final checks. But yeah, overall, I think it is pretty good. Aside from maybe fixing that bunny's eye, maybe trying to make these, like this one here, at least a circle. The rest kind of look fine. Aside from those two changes, I would be happy with the round one. And I would probably get the round one just because it is so large. I am actually, or I was considering getting this one. I'm still holding out because I'm on a no-buy for January. I'm not supposed to be buying any diamond painting related things. Did I fail already? Yes, but I'm trying to stick to my guns for the rest of the month. So this one is definitely going on my wish list. I love that this Hannah Lynn has like a lot of background stuff. It's not just a big girl's face in the middle of a picture. We get lots of different stuff in it. So I really like this image, and I think it's a great one to have as a diamond painting. Next up, we've got this beautiful artwork, which I think is by, yes, Sheena Pike. Discover Daydream Lions, a stunning masterpiece by Sheena Pike, measuring a grand 60 by 80 centimeters or 23.62 by 31.5 inches, available in both square and round formats. This kit captures the nobility and gentleness of lions in a dreamy setting. Here is that original artwork. So we've likely got a dad, a mom in the top, and then 3 cubs there. Absolutely gorgeous. Here we have the renderings. I love Sheena Pike's use of color, all of those pinks and blues, purples, greens. I think they're just such beautiful paintings. And going back and forth between the two, the original artwork and the rendering, I think that it matches the original artwork very nicely. Let's look. I think that is, oh, it's hard to tell here. I think this one might be the square and this one might be the round. I could be wrong. I might have it backwards. But I think it does look square there. And this one does look round. So yeah, I think I am right in that. Again, beautiful. I don't think you'd be disappointed if you got a round in this one. I think it looks pretty much similar. Of course, there's a little bit of variation when you go back and forth just in the eyes and things like that. But again, that's just because the rounds are a little bit bigger, but it doesn't take away from the actual image, and the rendering still looks good. I do wonder if they would have some specials in this one. I haven't talked about the specials because they don't list what specials they use. I think they mostly use ABs. I would like to see some ABs in the sun in the middle there. I will say I do think this one is computer and hand charted, which most diamond painting companies are, but you see a lot of hand charting in this one. Yeah, I think it's majority hand charting. But yeah, ABs in the sun there, maybe some pink or purple ABs in the other elements as well, maybe some blues and maybe some greens would look really pretty in this one. Next up, we have this artwork. My jaw dropped when I saw this. I just thought it was so beautiful. Dive into a mesmerizing world of In the Stars, a breathtaking piece by Maria Chetkareva, with its grand dimensions of 59 by 74.9 centimeters or 23.3 by 29.49 inches, and available in both square and round formats. This kit takes you into a galaxy of wonder. Here is that original artwork. So we've got all of the zodiacs going around there. I think it's a nice original piece of artwork, and I love the colors that the artist chose in this one. And I think if you look closely, look at that. In the middle of her necklace is the Oraloa mascot. That's really cool. That is fun. Here we have one of the renderings here. Let's see which is which. I think this one is the round. Let me zoom in. Yeah, this one is the round, and then this one is the square. So what I did notice off the bat was what I didn't like was on her face. This dark area here, if I zoom in, To me, it kind of looks like she has a mustache. And I don't really like that. And I know why they put that there, because you can see she has some pink blush on her face that is more noticeable here and here. But I wonder if instead of using the color, the shade that they use, they should have used a nice bright blushy pink so it actually looks like blush. To me, it kind of looks like a mustache. So if I was doing this painting, I might see if I have some leftover pinks from other areas and maybe use a different color here and maybe not have this one so chunky, like big like that, and make it a thinner width. That's just something that I might play with if I was to do this diamond painting. I think this diamond painting has a lot of confetti because we do have a lot of blending. If we look in here, all of this confetti between the colors, even in this blue, it's all confetti. So I think this one is majority or has a background of computer charting, but then there is hand touch-ups because all of these zodiacs are hand touched up. If they weren't, you wouldn't be able to tell what they were. All of these symbols are touched up. Even this yellow ring, I think, is touched up. The moon is touched up. Her hair in her dress is probably touched up a little bit as well. But this painting does have softer lines. We don't see like lots of black crisp lines. So it's a softer rendering, and usually that means a little bit more confetti. We can see it in the clouds as well. I think that was really neat that they put the Oraloa symbol in here. I do think it gets a little bit lost just because there's not much room in there. Now, am I on the... Yeah, it does get a little bit lost. Does it look better there? It almost looks a little more realistic here, but that's the round one. But yeah, if we go between the two, I'm just looking at her face. There's not much difference at all. The only thing I would change in this painting is probably that blush. Make it a very, you know... I'm trying to see. There's these very light pinks in her face, which I don't know if they will look really good, but I might move them and put them down through here just to see how that would look. But that's just my preference, as just something that I thought about. I really think it is a nice diamond painting though. The use of the color is beautiful and I like the image itself. Up next, we have a lion here. Journey into the Heart of the Wild with Savannah, an original creation by Oraloa Studio. Interesting. So they have their own little, I guess, artist group called Oraloa Studio. Perfectly sized at 35 by 35 centimeters or 13.78 by 13.78 inches. So a perfect square, available in square version. So this one's just available in one version. The unique kit captures the beauty and raw essence of nature. So here is that original artwork there. I really like the background. I think that's really cool. Here is that original artwork. I mean, I think it looks like the original artwork. I would have liked to see, yeah, you see in the background how there's the bright red as the background and then these designs are in like a deep burgundy. I don't see that in here. I would have liked to see these designs a little more darker, like kind of this color down here. I think that's, yeah, that's more like the original artwork. So they started using it here. So that tells me maybe it's computer charted because... But then again, it does look like it's hand touched up. So they should have used all of this brown color in all of the designs in the background, not just at the top, because if you look at the original artwork, this dark color goes throughout all of the designs. So that is something that I would have liked to see. As far as the lion goes, let me go back and forth. I think the use of the color is good there. You can tell that it's been hand charted because you've got intentional line blocking. I know a lot of people like smaller size diamond paintings, so it is nice to see them have that as an offering. Up next, we have another Sheena Pike, and this one is so adorable. My heart smiled when I saw this as a preview. Step into the charming world of bunnies and berries, a delicate creation by Sheena Pike, measuring 70 by 52.4 centimeters or 27.56 by 20.63 inches in a square version. This kit beautifully blends magic and sweetness. Dive into a scene where bunnies nestle among luscious berries, with every diamond adding brilliance to this idyllic moment. Here is that original artwork. Isn't that so cute? Look at this central bunny's facial expression. That's adorable. I love the glasses she is wearing as well. Let's look at the rendering. I think they did a really good job on this one. This one has a majority, if not all, hand charting. I think a majority hand charting in it. You can tell just the way that the colors are lined up here. I think this one is really good. This one is catching my eye this week. If I was not in a no-buy, I might be picking this one up. I really like the rendering style. I like the use of the colors. The strawberry is adorable up here. These glasses turned out really nice as well. Got a cute little blueberry on the jar here. These bunnies' faces look really good. I really like this one. I hope this one is chock full of ABs, maybe some tiki dust. I know they have, I think they do put it in their diamond paintings, tiki dust. It's the drills with the mica powder on top. Those would look nice in here as well. And that wraps us up for this week's releases. Let me know if you saw anything that you're adding to your wish list, or maybe you already picked it up, or maybe you are going to buy it now. Let me know in the comments down below. I like that we're seeing more Sheena Pike artwork, and I can't wait to see what else releases from her this year. If you are new here and you haven't yet subscribed, I would absolutely love to have you. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. You can also hit the notification bell to be notified every time I post a new video. With all that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye!